the maestro Qaiser Bouzriba is on the technical engineering side, and Adnen Chaouachi is on the mic. Today we have two special guests, Souhir Dardouri, a new member of the Constituent Assembly who's recently replaced Mr. Mohamed Abou, and Mr. Amr Jridi, a Tunisian politician, who will talk about the project of a new political party in Tunisia. It's really strange because we already have about 140 political parties, so Si Amr, get ready. You will have more than 100 questions in 30 30 minutes. Stay tuned to RTCI. We'll have our first track and we'll be back. Welcome back, you're listening to Tunis International Radio, and here in the studio we have Madame Souhir Dardouri, member of the CPR, that's the French accent, I can see it's CPR, it's CPR, and the Constituent Assembly. So welcome to RTCI.
Good afternoon.
So, who's Madame Souhir Dardouri?
First of all, I'm so glad to be with you today.
You're welcome.
Allow me to introduce myself.
Yes,
My
please.
name is Souhir Dardouri. I'm from Kilibia. I'm a candidate of the party Congress for the Republic for the elections of the Constituent Assembly. A representative of Nabil First constituency. Okay. I was an English teacher at high school. I've been teaching English for about 14 years now.
Wow.
Since 19.
Barakallah, as we say in Arabic.
Yeah, thank you. I've recently joined the National Assembly just to replace Mr. Mohamed Abou, who chose to devote his time to carry out his duties in the Ministry of Administrative Reform. And now I'm happy to join my colleagues in the Constituent Assembly and hope to be successful, to do it well. And
so you're replacing Mr. Mohamed Abou. Is this a difficult responsibility?
Being a deputy in the assembly, of course, is not an easy task. So you have many tasks to do. Apart from attending the committees in the assembly, you also have to interact and communicate with your regions. So you have to represent your region well, okay, to represent your party.
Ah, okay. That's difficult. So two tasks at the same time, representing your region and representing the party at the same time.
Yes. It's a bit.
How do you manage?
I'm trying
to arrange your timetable and to be organized, because I think it's very difficult, because you're based in Nabil, so you have to travel almost every day.
Yes, I have to work from Monday to Wednesday. Sorry, not Wednesday, Thursday. Then, if we have a meeting here or an urgent action or something like that, I have to be present here. Otherwise, I go back to Kilibia. We have to meet representatives of the municipality, for example, the governors there. To talk to them. There are many problems, especially in the...
Could you give us an idea about the problems in your region, in Kilibia? You like to say it Kilibia, maybe the English accent, but I like to say it in the Arabic way. Kilibia. Okay, now. So, what's going on in Kilibia?
If you want me to talk about problems of Kilibia, I will not stop.
Okay, just give us an idea about the problems there.
So, just very briefly, Kilibia is a beautiful town with very nice people, okay? But despite this, we have so many problems. For for example, the fishing in Kilibia faces so many problems. Agriculture also. Also, don't forget the problem of joblessness.
Unemployment in Kilibia.
Unemployment, yes, it's a problem everywhere in Tunisia, not only in the south or southwest, or no, it's all over.
But don't you think you have the advantage of having the tourism industry, which
not
is
really.
quite
In
active
Kilibya,
in Kilibya,
no,
no?
in Kilibya we cannot talk about tourism.
No.
Really, no. Actually, we have only one hotel.
Really?
Yes. So we have two hotels, but
So it's just a cliche.
Yes.
That's in Libya.
No. Just
you find
beautiful town,
hotels
but we need so many amenities, more maybe hotels, many more projects to attract more tourists.
Where is the priority in Libya?
Priority now is to solve the problem of agriculture. We have many problems. Agriculture.
Are you talking about this season or the coming years?
No.
Maybe it's too late for the season.
Yes, of course it's too late. But let's talk about truth.
Yes, go ahead, please.
The ancient regime was so oppressive, and so many people were deprived of many rights, and plots were distributed not in a fair way.
Oh, okay.
Okay, as you know, the people belonging to RCD party, they were privileged, and they.
It's like in the Godfather movie. You have to know someone who knows someone else.
Yes.
Al Pacino stuff.
Yes. So now we are still suffering because of all this. Fishing, also, for example, in Kilibya is very famous for a fishing port, but also there are so many problems there, because of course there are some people who are trying to dominate as usual. So we need
Even
time.
after the revolution?
Of course, it's still continuing.
Does this mean that nothing has changed yet?
Yes, nothing. Actually nothing.
And how are you going to change the reality on the ground?
Okay, we don't have a magic cane, so we need time, we need procedures, we need patience. First, I think we need to solve some political problems, some political issues in Tunisia.
What kind of issues?
First, it's a problem, in the whole country. So we cannot talk about Kilibya
independently.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
So
Separately
first,
from the other regions.
as all the people of Tunisia are expecting from the Constituent Assembly, first of all, we need a constitution. Okay, we need a good political regime in Tunisia.
What do you mean by a good political regime in Tunisia?
So, look,
it's not clear enough.
Okay, I'm going to explain this. For example, as you know, here in Tunisia now, there are too many contradictions, and people are struggling to get their rights, to save their dignity, to ensure a good life, okay, and
good and stable life.
Stable, of course.
That's because stability is very important.
Of course. So I think we need to establish, let's say, a balanced political system, which will ensure the rights of everybody. So that's why the priority here is the constitution. And the changes in all the fields. Okay, so we cannot talk about each problem individually, because all the problems are in order of priority. We cannot talk about a problem with forgetting the other one. So I think this is the priority, the constitution, and little by little things will change. The mentality need to change.
Do you talk about the mentality of the people or of politicians themselves? Because politicians are Tunisians at the end of the day.
Of course, the mentality of politicians as well as people.
People and politicians have to adapt to the realities and to the changes in Tunisia in so many fields. What is the priority at the Constituent Assembly? It is writing the constitution, but nothing has started yet.
Who says that?
It's what we hear in the media.
This is a problem of the media anyway. But
maybe you have the opportunity to shed light on this issue of the constitution.
Yes. I'm going to tell you something which is very important. The deputies in the assembly are working so hard. So don't imagine or don't think that they are there just to have a rest. No, they are really working hard. The happenings in Tunisia went in a way that we haven't went so let's say.
Are you talking about the strikes? Let's use the right terms. Are you talking about strikes and maybe differences between political parties, between the opposition and the people in power?
Apart from the strikes, for example, now how many sessions we had, for example, on the 9th of April, for example, we had a session. So we had so many. So our work stopped somehow because we have other issues which hinder somehow our work, and we have to talk.
I think you have used an enigmatic term. Some things. Could you just name the things? Just wanted to. The things have changed. Things have changed.
Of course,
so you can use the right terms.
Let's say they are changing, but not have changed.
Okay.
They are changing.
Good. So tell us about the things which are changing. Changing these days, and which will change in the coming months and years.
Hopefully, yes. I think there are many struggles in the Tunisian society. Okay, and I think it's hard to talk about this to give the precise details about it. And
yes, I think it's complicated. It's complicated. I would like to ask you about the experience at the Constituent Assembly. Have you easily integrated the Constituent Assembly? Have you adapted to this new life as an MP?
Not so easily, but it's okay. I'm getting along easily with my colleagues, and I'm trying to adapt myself to the new life, to new rhythm. It's okay.
What you are at the assembly and you're trying to represent the people of Libya. When you come back to your region, do people really expect you to find solutions to all the problems at the same time, or do they understand that it's a very difficult task for an MP and for a new MP?
Okay, expecting is one thing. Understanding is a totally different thing. So I hope they understand, so that we will try to work hard and achieve and attain their the things they want to get, and so we need to cooperate. We need to understand each other. So
yes, I'd like to ask you about a different issue, which is I want to ask you about your father. Who was a great man, a great Tunisian political activist, human rights activist, and who died during the revolution.
Yes. My father.
Give us an idea about his background.
Yes. His name is Adnen Dardouri. He was a great activist in the Human Rights League. He was the president of the Human Rights League branch in Libya, Mezat Mina Korba. He devoted his life to defend people's rights and freedom of expression. He was harassed and persecuted by police, and all the family actually was persecuted, and
all the family suffered from.
Yes, we suffered a lot, and especially he suffered a lot. He supported all the persecuted people, the oppressive people,
from all political parties,
regardless to their affiliations, regardless
right,
to their
left, and center.
Yes, intellectual.
And that's what we need in Tunisia.
Trends, yes.
We have to support the people, even if we have different interpretations or understanding of the reality in Tunisia, and even if we have different affiliations.
Yes, he was a militant in human rights, as a syndicalist. He was also a writer, but unfortunately he could not publish his writings.
Do you still have his writings?
The problem is he has series of short stories. They were printed
In Arabic.
in Arabic, yes. He expected to publish them in let's say in December 2010, and specifically on the 10th of December.
Wow, just a few days before the revolution.
Yes, to celebrate the International Day of Human Rights.
And what happened?
The police stopped the book, did not allow him to publish it. And so we all suffered a lot because of that, and just a few days later he died. Okay.
Do you think he suffered from this experience because he was expecting his book to be published and the regime did not allow?
Not only his book. Look, the last days before his death, he was so harassed and so oppressed. Wherever he went, in the cafes, in the street. For example, the cafes were ordered to stop, to close. Any cafe he went to, police came there to close it. Imagine.
I think this is.
He was not allowed. He was not allowed to sit in any cafe.
I think it's a very sad story. We'll have just a short music break, and we'll be back for your message to the Tunisian people and to all the people who are listening to us on the national service of Radio Tunis. Our next track, and we'll be back. حاضر مدام. باش نرجع قيصرة. Welcome back, you're listening to Tunis International Radio, and here in the studio we have Madame Souhir Dardouri, member of the Congress for the Republic and the Constituent Assembly. So, tell us, are you a member in any committee?
Actually, I've been attending two committees. One which is concerned with rights and freedoms, and the other one is called Committee of Legislature and Executive Powers and the relation between them. Okay, so I'm trying to be.
This is Chinese.
Okay, of course I cannot be present in both of them.
Yeah, sure.
So I'm trying to.
In the meantime.
To go, yes. Very interesting committees. I enjoyed work inside there with my colleagues. Now I'm looking forward to become a member of a specialized committee concerned with the follow-up and investigation on events, which is a bill proposed by the capital parliamentary bloc in the assembly.
You're talking about Takato, and I would like to ask you about the Congress for the Republic. Why did you choose to join the CPR or CPR or the Congress for the Republic?
My decision to join this party is based on two elements. The first one is that...
You have 3 minutes to talk about the two elements.
Okay. The first thing why I chose this party, because as I told you, my father was a militant and activist in human rights. So Dr. Marzouki was also a great militant human rights. I was so influenced by his speeches, by his principles. I also liked the general path of the party, the general parties the party was defending, and that's why I joined them, and day by day I become more convinced of this party.
Do you think the Congress for the Republic is on the right track?
Okay, as a recently let's say party, it has of course many defects, many problems, facing many problems as a new, let's say.
I think you'll have to come back for 1 hour to tell us about the problems.
I'm not going to talk
about. But what about the future? What about the future of the Congress for the Republic?
We are so optimistic about the future of this party. Because it's a modern party. It's I think it can be a party for all Tunisians. who would like to be moderate and centralist. Okay.
What is your message to the people listening to you on the International Service of Radio Tunis?
My message is to the Tunisian people is work hard, keep working, go ahead, don't stop, don't let anything stop you. Let the people work, and criticize them in let's say
more rational way.
Rational way, yes. But what we are witnessing these days is so awful, because at some times you think that we are doing nothing, we are wasting our time, and we are wasting time of the people. It's not true. So please work hard to improve our country, to make it a really a better land.
Souhir Dardouri, member of the CPR and the Congress for the Republic and the Constituent Assembly, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
For those who have missed this interview, they can find the podcast on our Facebook page, RTCI, the English language program. Join us on the Facebook page, and don't forget to click like the photos, and the video will be available. We are expecting your feedback. Just outside, Mr. Amer Jiridi is talking to Qaiser Bouzriba, and they are enjoying their time there. So we will have a short break with music, and we'll be back with Amer Jiridi to talk about the project of a new political party. Normally I should call him Mr. Amer Jiridi because you know, he's in his 50s, I'm just in my 20s, but things have to change. Okay, our next track, and we'll be back.
Thank you.